inundated. We're all laughing because I was joking around before about how this has never happened before in internet history.
Yes.
I literally believe sincerely, and I mean this, and you thought that I was being hyperbolic.
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
He is showing up on my feed non-fucking-stop.
Dude.
I'm not clicking on it. It's just next video is him in that accent, which I don't know what the fuck country that
I've been
is.
trying to figure that shit out too.
And the entire media is attacking him on a daily basis. Buy the special, motherfucker. Buy the special. Real talk.
It's just crazy. I've been seeing him on TikTok.
TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying?
He's everywhere, yo. He's unstoppable.
His YouTube shorts. Instagram, YouTube shorts.
You're wearing your YouTube shorts right now. You're talking about. You got your YouTube shorts on right now.
Oh, fuck you. All I'm trying to say is Hunter Biden got
He's undeniably funny. You can't even act like a guy not funny.
Yeah, he's funny, bro.
If he's playing in your city, go see him. Watch his show. Just let him see that you support him, because right now he's being surrounded by people in this industry who are letting him know that he has to apologize, who are letting him know that people... Jimmy Fallon talking about people coming and crying for his Me Too comments. So it is important that he see that you guys are out there. And I know he'll probably play it off, and he'll probably be embarrassed by the support, because this right now, to me, is the most egregious, blatant example of the left taking someone out for using their words. Worse, taking a comedian out for using his words.
Have you seen the guy who does YouTube videos and he like breaks down comedians acting like he just doesn't acting like they're great, and it's almost like a scientific breakdown of jokes?
Yeah.
He goes through Chris D'Elia's, and it is so fucking funny. He just destroys him.
He
oh my
basically,
God.
Good. Okay.
He's like, see, right here, he's repeating it so that people know that he's
Yes.
making a joke, which is very effective. You can tell he's a seasoned comedian because he said it 4 to 5 times to get people laughing, and he's laughing, which is
Yes, it's so good. Chris D'Elia, the reason, if you're wondering why we're making fun of him, is because he has sex with children.
If I see another person who's done stand-up for 3 years, it's like, my special's coming out in 2 weeks. I'm gonna fucking... Whoa, I'm pissed, dude.
I do teach piano lessons as well.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you're a teacher? Oh, yeah? Whoa. He's all like, I'm a teacher. Oh my God, there's so many trash comedians. I can't even fucking believe it.
And like the whole crew's like, yes, Myles, like, yes. And Myles is like, just doing God's work here.
No, come on! He did not say that!
Yeah.
He did not say that.
No, he did. He said, just doing
I don't think he has any like unironic fans. Like I said, his entire community just makes fun of him. It's amazing.
One of the things that I think is interesting about this is that, this is the third one of these videos that they released. And the first one, there was tremendous outrage. Second one, tremendous outrage. And that's when YouTube said, we're not going to let you post these videos.
I went and saw him at the Palladium about a year or two ago. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen. And one of my friends, another comic that I respect a lot, gave him a standing ovation. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he was like, I understand why you feel the way you do, but I just love seeing the act. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. What was bad about that? It was aggressively corny.
It's tricky too, responding to a crowd like that too, because you have to be funny, but you can't be too mean, right? You can't hit a fly with a sledgehammer.
It's one of the best stupid, poor comedians working today, for sure.
I just really encourage this group to think carefully about this sad attempt at humor.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Jokes Explained by an Expert Live, Gutfeld Bingo Monday edition. Thank you for joining me. Happy President's Day. We here in America love our presidents. No matter our political differences, we all come together to celebrate the one that God has chosen to lead us for 4 years. No matter what they do, they are locked in. Mr. Feeney, thank you. Welcome. Mwah. Thank you for joining the channel. Tires is here, let's hope. Yes. No woke presidents, not allowed. Now, what we have for you today, of course, we got episodes of Gutfeld to watch. We've got Gutfeld Bingo. If you're new here, we're playing bingo. You might be able to see it at the bottom of the screen. I just linked how you get a bingo card. It's playable on Twitch only. Everyone else, it's just going to be classic joke explaining. I'm going to explain why the jokes of Gutfeld are very funny, because they always are. He's unlike other left-wing talk shows where, they really just attack our beloved president. Gutfeld goes both ways. He'll make, and I don't mean that in a sexual way. I mean that in a political way. He'll attack. He'll make fun of both kinds of politicians, right? He'll be like, hey, if the Democrats they have a brain disease and they can infect you with it, and if you see them in the street, you should attack them physically, and that's very funny. And then, but he'll also, he'll be like, but Jesse Waters had a bit of a bad hair day on Thursday, kind of made him look like he was in the movie Jumanji. So he equally weights his humor, and it's a refreshing thing to see. JP Pharma D says, let me ask you something, please. Now, honestly, the best way to get my attention is by dumping money on me, but sometimes my eyes flick to the chat at the right time. JP Pharma D, what is your question before we get the bingo started? Cash Thrill says, I love that joke he did last month about how he's unable to fit the entirety of Donald Trump's manhood in his mouth. Yes, because Donald Trump has a huge penis. Happy President's Day, everybody. Happy President's Day. 1 minute for bingo cards. So it should be, if you're on Twitch or somewhere on your screen here. Let me just check how many we've got for bingo already before we start the Gutfeld. We got 20. 20 out of 23 for bingo is not bad. And can you see this? Look at the top right corner of the stream. You can see we've got the Instagram logo. I'm streaming live on Instagram on the Bachelors of Music account right now. I don't know how I figured it out. It's a President's Day miracle. Still don't have enough followers on TikTok to stream on TikTok, but it is always, the age of social media is all about throwing lines off the boat and just trawling and just trying to grab fish, reel them in. That's the game. Right, so we're skimming the coast right now. We're going up the river right outside Austin. We got the lures on the side of the boat. We've got 3 lures right now. We've got Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Trying to see who bites. Okay. Let's start the bingo. We got bingo ready to go. Let's do it. Oh, someone just grabbed it. Lagwar is the chosen one, so if you don't have your bingo card, you can cheer for Lagwar. Let's get right to bingo. Let's get right to Gutfeld Bingo. This is February 9th. Hopefully there's no jokes about the Epstein files. I hope we've moved on at this point. We saw them. They're crazy. We all had a collective, wow, that's nuts. But I think it's time to just move on to and talk about the economy. And we got the full cast here. We got Tyrus, we got Gutfeld. This is the 1-2 comedy duo. That was like Lagwar resubscribed.
Quarterback check.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Mwah. Cam Newton. Thank you for resubscribing, Lagwar. And this is a good time to resubscribe. We got Tyrus as a guest, and we've got Gutfeld on the show. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be great. This is just perfect comedy setup here.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Your glee is understandable. Good evening, everyone. So during the 4th quarter of last night's Super Bowl, a half-naked male streaker ran onto the field.
Now, look at this. Isn't this interesting? Before Gutfeld. Now, it's hard to... Now, I think that this is a pretty innocent joke, so this might be a little joke about the Fox and Friends. But isn't it interesting? Streakers now, they used to be fully nude, but Gen Z is understandably afraid of nudity, and so this is the future. Maybe they'll be fully clothed one day.
He's only half naked.
He left his pants on, leading everyone to believe that he has a small penis.
And therein lies the risk of being a half-naked nudist, right? Sorry, streaker. Is now people are going to assume you have a small penis. If you have people with big penises, they're dropping that cock out any chance they get. Because why not? But when you have a tiny pee-pee, you keep those pants on. Now let's just hear what Tyrus adds here, because I think Gutfeld says he's half naked, and then Tyrus chimes in and says he's only half naked. And so Tyrus, what he's doing here is he's adding the repetition. Let's just hear that again. Penis is on the big.
Last night's Super Bowl, a half-naked male streaker ran onto the field.
He's only half naked.
Thank you, Tyrus. You see how important it is to have Tyrus on the panel? Because someone yelled, and Tyrus is like making sure he's only half naked. Excellent contribution, Tyrus. Thank you. It makes it work.
He left his pants on, leading everyone to believe that he has a small penis.
I'll give you is short on that one, too.
I just Sam.
Penis.
New England Patriots star Stephon Diggs once again turned his back on the American flag during the national anthem.
Boo. And it's crazy. I don't know how anyone would hate America. America, especially black people. America freed the slaves. Why wouldn't you love America? It's crazy. Makes no sense.
Although one man liked it better when the athletes were kneeling.
Aye, that's a sneaky joke. Don Lemon, number 14. Number 14, Don Lemon. He prefers them kneeling. That's a blowjob joke. Because in order to get your head to genital level, you have to kneel down. Kneeling also could imply penetrative anal sex. So a lot of good jokes there. And he's very clever about it, right? He doesn't say all of the graphic details. He just, look at the face, Gutfeld. Gay. That's the face you make when somebody's gay. Ew.
The couple who appeared to get married during...
Marlo says they're continuing the Don Lemon jokes from last week. Marlo, I think you were there when I predicted we're going to have Don Lemon all year. Don Lemon is the new Rosie O'Donnell. You heard it here first. And I for one, am so excited. Remember to resubscribe on Twitch, because you're going to get a lot of Don Lemon jokes. That's good value. Oh, wow, a straight marriage on a Democrat performance. Very interesting, very radical.
During the halftime show were legitimately wedded. And get this, by the fourth quarter, she was already pregnant. Young kids.
That's the joke about people having sex real quick. And that's very funny. Normally you wait until you're in a safe, clean environment, like, a hospital or a bedroom, somewhere safe and quiet. But nope, they do it right there. That's very funny. Gordo, I think that's as close as we will get to that one, so I'll give you that one. I mean, the pregnancy is implied. You do need, where there's farts, there's poo, and where there's pregnancy, there's cum. You're right.
Known for his crazy outfits, Patriots star Mac Hollins arrived at the Super Bowl wearing a prison jumpsuit and shackles. Needless to say, most bystanders assumed he played for the NBA. Despite being a crushing bore, the Super Bowl was watched by over 130 million people. To put that in perspective, that's 130 million more than the audience watching Brit Hume's OnlyFans.
Hey, got him. See, both sides. Brit Hume, Fox contributor, beloved on the channel. Imagining him having an OnlyFans is very funny. OnlyFans is for young women. Not for old guys like Brit Hume. So that's the joke there.
Yeah, it's hard. Literally. President Trump posted that Bad Bunny had one of the worst halftime shows ever. I disagree. The worst halftime show ever was the 4 years of Joe Biden in between Trump.
Yeah. Oh. Damn. Damn. Joe Biden. 34. Do you get that? You got the Biden president, the Trump presidency. Stuff's actually happening. You got the Biden Sleepy Joe, 4 years, nothing going on, and now America's back, baby. Trump was in the news 24 hours a day for 4 years, and then we had a sleepy, boring time, and now it's 24/7, 24/7 Trump, which is what we've all looked forward to. See if he's old here. Let's see if he's old here.
Seattle Seahawks kicker Jason Myers made Super Bowl history with 5 field goals during the game. Wow, that guy hit 5 threes in one night.
Oh, that guy hit 5 threes in one night. This is going to be a joke about the women attractiveness scale. You guys know about this, right? Out of 10, women are rated out of 10. Usually, as soon as they turn 18, sometimes earlier in different states. But they get rated on an attractiveness out of 10 scale. So he's hitting 5 threes in a night. This is gonna be a real roast. Watch this.
Don't do it.
Reminds me of that evening I hooked up with The View.
Hey, and I should have seen it because the math works out perfect. The View is ugly. Damn, 3 out of 10, not good. That's barely a pass in the Mississippi State public school system. You get 3 out of 10, you just 30% on the test. You can just squeak by. Man, The View. Yeah, that's perfect. 5 threes. Love it.
Wow. Oh, that was offensive?
No, the entire audience looked at me when you said that joke. Bastard.
All right, finally.
Our crowd says, how many jokes does Gutfeld need to do until he is part of the administration? That is actually a very good question. How many did Dr. Oz do? I don't know. Has anyone counted that? And finally, here we go. Oh, we got some libs.
Anti-ICE activists in Minneapolis are now sticking dildos on their heads to protest against ICE. But one man said he's already on top of it.
And there he is. Look at how crazed he is. Look at the wild eyes of Tim Walz. Guy, all he can think about is tampons. It's just not. Man, the Democrats are fucking insane. 65, Tim Walz. And now we already did gay. I'll give you is effeminate on that one, just because. And maybe we'll do it. We already did as a whore as well. But yeah, when I think Tim Walz, I think very homosexual.
All right.
Censored,
Still
yeah.
a monologue. So according
Censored
to
dildo.
neuroscientists, Gen Z is the first generation that is less intelligent than the one before it.
Wow. Point for millennials. Hey, guys. I've said before, a lot of you guys are Gen Alpha. We got a lot of iPad kids watching, and we have a lot of iPad boomers. Isn't that interesting that iPads are so popular among the oldest and the youngest? So interesting. So I don't know if there's any Gen Z millennials watching this, but I'm a millennial, so this is great to hear. I've said it a long time. I said the people that were just a bit younger than me They're dumb as shit. I've been saying it for years.
And that's saying something since the previous generation ate laundry detergent.
That's us.
But kids born between 97 and 2010 underperformed on basically every cognitive measure, from basic attention, memory, literacy, numeracy, whatever.
Gutfeld. This is a trap, right? You can't bring up lack of literacy and then not be able to read. Number 60. God damn it. Okay, now let's try this. I think subscribers. I don't want to make any promises because I'm not really tech savvy, but I think that subscribers can type !clip to clip clips, but that might be a lie. Oh, let's see. It usually takes a couple seconds. It's got to think. Let's try this. Let's watch this again. Oh shit! It worked. It fucking worked. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But let's watch this one more time here.
2010 underperformed on basically every cognitive measure, from basic attention, memory, literacy, numeracy, whatever. Executive function and general IQ.
If you're going to make fun of reading, you got to be able to read. Very funny from Gutfeld.
And the culprit, of course, they blame the evil screens. It's true, so many are looking at their phones constantly that there's been a huge increase of me running them over. Of course, whenever something goes wrong in America today, we blame the rectangle. Kids can't read, must be the iPad. Can't do math, it's the phone. Kids aren't watching Fox and Friends. Well, maybe it's because they have eyes. But here's the thing. Tools don't make you dumber, they make you smarter.
Did Tyrus burp? Was that a Tyrus burp?
Fox and Friends, well, maybe it's because they have eyes. But here's the thing. Tools don't make you dumber, they make...
What the hell was that? What the hell sound was that? A little bit rude, but gas is funny because a burp is just a mouth fart. So, all right.
Make you smarter. It's what separates humans from animals. Think about it. When was the last time you saw a kangaroo change a tire or a cow use a vibrator?
A cow, Rosie O'Donnell, and Rosie O'Donnell still evergreen. We're still laughing. Rosie O'Donnell is a cow. Is that an is fat? We checked that one off already. Is fat, number 17. Thank you. Yeah, cows are fat. If you've seen, and that's the thing, being a fat, I don't know if I've actually seen a fat cow. I think fat is kind of like the default body shape for cows. Maybe. I'll have to look that up after this.
Wrong picture. People. Now, blaming technology for being dumb is like blaming your hair trimmer for the $ shaved on the back of your head. It's a tool.
It's a tool. Yes. He's going to make some great points here about how technology is just a tool. Like a machine gun, right? All those guys in World War I going over the top and getting just sprayed with bullets. It's like, well, you made that decision.
It's not the tool to blame. It's the system handing kids the tool after removing discipline, standards, and critical thinking. It's like handing a drunk his car keys and then being surprised he ended up driving through the front of a 7-Eleven.
15.
Remember, it was the teachers' unions who pushed the lockdowns, and they kept schools closed, kids isolated, parents scrambling.
7-Eleven is a convenience store chain. And it's famous because 7-Eleven stands for 7 employees making $11 an hour. Or actually, it might be the opposite. I think it's 11 employees making $7 an hour.
And now they're shocked that test scores collapsed like J.B. Pritzker running after an ice cream truck.
J.B. Pritzker.
Social media also wasn't behind the political activism and transmania that took over classrooms. That was activists masquerading as...
Transmania? Is that where Dracula lives? Very cool, but very scary.
Instructors. So now we hear from the same experts saying, wow, these kids are behind, must be Instagram. No, it's because you replaced education with identity and made victimhood a path to recognition. Look, an iPhone has never told teens to walk out of class to protest something they can't even define. And an iPad didn't tell teens that gender is fluid and math is racist. Schools did without any accountability. And the last time I checked, it wasn't the Republican Party running all that crap. It was Democrats and guys like this.
Misgendered.
But it's become the reflex to blame social media, perhaps as a way for those truly responsible to escape.
Thank you. Gutfeld. Finally, someone is defending social media. There's been so much negativity towards these very responsible, very altruistic, very innovative companies that are simply trying to make life better for us. And they're under constant attack from the woke left. They're just, just because they're jealous that they're so good at making money. It's like, why don't you come up with something and make some money? Stop complaining. Thank you, Gutfeld. I think Gutfeld might be the only late night show defending social media, which is crazy.
Culpability. Meanwhile, look at what social media has accomplished. Musk's X provided the avenue for truth tellers to expose narratives as they took shape.
Did you know that a muskox is sort of like a big bison-like animal with long hair? Maybe that's the joke. Musk's X.
Remember when they said videos of a bubbling Biden were deep fakes? It wasn't social media telling us that. It was the mainstream media. And it was the dissemination of truth through X that debunked like that within hours. In the old days, if someone stayed...
Trust X. Do not trust newspapers. Do not trust ProPublica, the Associated Press, PBS News. This is all propaganda networks designed to keep you poor. If you go on X, if you go to university.com, subscribe to Andrew Tate, if you buy the supplements, you're going to have a way better life. Trust me.
...to fake hate crime, the media would run with it for months or years. Now the internet investigates in real time.
DJ Chemix is begging for poo in the comments.
Media, Justice Smollett would still be a civil rights hero instead of a known sugar daddy for Nigerian bodybuilders.
What just happened?
Sure, the internet can suck, but never in history.
I found this channel I like. It's called The Bachelors of Music and the Professional Joke Explainer. Myles Anderson. He goes through like Tony Hinchcliffe or
new subscriber
specials and explains each joke. It's really funny.
Thank you, Specs Nihilo. Thanks for joining.
Have people been exposed to more ideas, narratives, and counter narratives of every sort? So this idea that screens just make kids stupid ignores reality. The real brain rot comes from teaching kids what to think instead of how to think. It starts with pushing orthodoxy. You either believe this or you are evil. Then school becomes repeat after me instead of think for yourself. Which means that this generation, hopefully, may end up being the smartest of all because they're figuring out that those in charge of the truth are all full of
Okay, all full of shit. Okay. DJ Chemix, I will give you poo. Period. Excellent stuff. Finally, somebody is social media. It's the only place where I can talk.
Bingo!
Oh, just out here trying. Congratulations on the bingo. Satella Disco just gifted 5 subscriptions to the community. Holy shit. Oh my god, look at this. What do I? Oh. Try to click on my I wanted to see who got it. And I just destroyed Satella Disco. Man, this is alert. I feel like sometimes I feel like on Twitch I'm flying an airplane and there's just like alerts from the flight computer and I'm just like, are we heading to the mountain? Should I look up? Should I look out the window? But thank you, Satella Disco, for your generous donations. Sorry for doxing you there. Pull up. Pull up. Okay. So who we got? Back on track here. Back on track. Back in it. Let's get this linked. We got our link already from who won. Let's we got Just Out Here Trying. Just Out Here Trying will declare you the official winner. He will donate the link. DJ Chemix. Oh, DJ Chemix. He's got his hand on the trigger. Ooh, Legwar, close second. Close second. I'm kind of skeptical of a lot of the raw. Okay, this looks promising. I like this double mini game we got here. We got a double mini game going. We got the bingo, and then we have the just in case the donate link face off. Okay, let me get the these bingo cards are going to be distributed quickly. Sauerkraut just donated a subscription to Just Out Here Trying. Sauerkraut has given 11 gift subs in this channel. That's crazy. Sauerkraut, thank you for your generosity. Congratulations, Just Out Here Trying with the subscription. That's a fast bingo turn. One second, I'm going to take this sweater off. I'm getting warm. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm not gonna get half naked like that stripper. Sorry, streaker. Fast turnaround, guys. We still have 0 viewers on Instagram. Is it working? I want to see if it's actually working here. I'm gonna go to Instagram and look what this looks like. Oh shit! Look at that. That me. It actually is working. Anyone watching can see that you're watching too. Frightening. I'll slip up. Okay, let's see who we got for bingo here. We got bingo. Going once, going twice. 15 players. Oh man, we got a lot of people caught unaware. A lot of people walked away, putting this on in the background. This stream requires 100%, well, 90% of your attention. Of course, you can keep 10% of your attention on the road. Okay, we got 2 on Instagram. That's not bad. Not bad so far. I want to get to 20. We're almost close to 20 here on Twitch for bingo. I know there's some of you thirsting for the bingo. I don't want to. Yeah, this isn't Netflix, guys. Pay attention. Just a quick look around the Rumble feed before we get the next bingo going. Look at what we've got on the menu on this wonderful platform. We've got the cost of facing the past. I'll expose them all. Russell Brand up on a lot of charges, but still streaming. Look at Hillary Clinton, mascara bleeding out of her eyes. So upset about the Epstein files. Look at this, Rosie O'Donnell, mascara pouring down her eyes. Rosie surrenders, flees back to America. Look at this, Hillary Clinton screaming. Look at there's like a verified photo of Bill and Jeff. Aliens are real. Obama says the aliens are real. Did you guys hear about that? After all these years? The real way that the pyramids were made. This guy, I guess he was there, which is crazy. Man, Rumble is just the most... There's so much truth that it's hard to really click on one. I find myself just scrolling constantly. Okay, we got 20 players for bingo. That's enough. That's enough to have a real competitive field here. My handsome grandson is the chosen one. Okay, here we are, Gutfeld, February 11th. Let's do it. Hey, Cyrus.
Yeah.
Good start.
I get it. Good evening, everyone. Well, according to a new study, more than 1 in 3 college students admit that they've checked their phones during sex.
What? Oh my God, that's crazy. Now, is this gonna be an old-timey joke? Are they gonna say it's always been like this, and then they're gonna show a Photoshop of like a guy in the year 1919, and he's got one of those phones like this, and he's like, "Oh, watch that! My airship has arrived. I'll be right down." I bet maybe that'll be the joke.
In their defense, many of them were Googling, is Greg Gutfeld really this short?
No, it's a Gutfeld self-burn. Gutfeld making fun of the fact that he's short, but also kind of a humble brag that when college kids are fucking, they're thinking about Greg Gutfeld. So it's kind of both. It's kind of a double joke there.
Yeah, that should have got a better laugh. Recent pictures of Jeffrey.
Shit, hey, never admit that. You know? Take the laughs that you get and be grateful.
Epstein cohort and convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell show that she seems to have gained a lot of weight in prison. Sources say she's trying to make it harder to be lifted up to a noose.
Oh, that's a good joke there. Hillary Clinton's gonna kill her just like she killed Epstein. That's the joke there. And yes, that's a fat joke. She's getting fat. Ghislaine Maxwell getting fat out here in prison. She probably has she probably does have buffet service where she is. 31 Jeffrey Epstein, yes.
Illinois daycare worker gave toddlers laxatives so they would get sent home. But it's not an uncommon strategy.
Wow. And laxatives means poo, guys. So I think this is a setup for Joe Biden. I think maybe Joe Biden. I bet Joe Biden poos his pants here. Gordo SF81 is thinking Nadler. Those are our 2 top contenders for guys that shit their pants. Nadler or Biden. I'm going to say we got a lot of people for Nadler. I'm going to say Biden on this one because they want him to go home, right? And you want Biden to be not the president anymore. We'll see.
One woman used to do it all the time to her boss.
And there it is. And this is look at this triple joke. Double joke. Triple. We got poo. We got Kamala. We got Biden. See? I still got it. Sometimes you guys beat me, but sometimes I have the instinct. Okay, Kamala Harris. And Joe Biden. Eating laxative, going poo. 52 poo.
Oh. Never know what hits.
Applause.
Never know what hits. The World Anti-Doping Agency is investigating if ski jumpers have been injecting their penises with aesthetic filler to increase the surface area to make them fly further.
What's this joke going to be about? What is this going to be about? How we got big penises Is this going to be, this has got to be a Gutfeld joke. Or maybe it'll be a Fox News joke. Maybe it'll be like, hey, maybe that's why Jesse Waters doesn't fly very far.
Well, guess who just took up ski jumping?
Wow. Skit Kits. I think Skit Kits predicted also Jesse Waters on this one. Very good. I'm very proud of you on that one. I was very proud of you. The essence of the joke is kind of different, but the target was absolutely guessed. Well done. Jesse Waters' penis.
Good for him. Yeah. But the coldness cancels everything out, so I don't get it. Sad Hollywood news. 65-year-old Kathy Griffin's relationship with a 23-year-old man has come to an end.
Kathy Griffin. I got to make a note to add her to the bingo cards. Kathy Griffin. Just looking like a horrendous clown here. Didn't last. Romance with a 23-year-old didn't ultimately last. Why? What would be the funny joke here? It didn't last. They gotta make a joke about her being hideous in some way, right? Just like her fucking face or something. It's gotta be something about what she looks like.
The affair broke off when he tested positive for eyesight.
Yeah, she's just ugly. I mean, I was close, but not really.
The congressional inquiry is being led by Republicans to determine how Ilhan Omar achieved so much wealth. And Ilhan is...
Didn't she marry a rich guy who is also her brother? Never forget. But isn't that... when you marry someone, don't you become wealthy? Isn't that why we arrange marriages? Like, that's why we do that. That's why the mom and the dad get together and they're like, who's a wealthy person that could get us more land holdings?
Already hired the law firm Allah and Akbar.
She already hired, and it's a... I was expecting this was going to be a she married her brother joke. That's usually classic. But instead we got a Allah and Akbar. It's a Muslim joke. It's a joke that she's Muslim, which is a very silly thing to be. Can you guys, I don't know if you can hear through the microphone. Can you hear my neighbor playing Pink Floyd at 5,000 decibels right now?
Finally,
guys,
on Monday, voluptuous actress Sydney Sweeney rang the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange.
She can ring my opening bell any day she wants. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Maybe that's the joke there. It's gonna be some sort of awooga.
Meanwhile, in Chicago, another
large-breasted man, J.B. Pritzker,
individual rang the Taco Bell.
There he is.
That was good.
Yeah. All right.
Tyrus.
So Trump.
Tyrus, they're acknowledging that was a very good joke. That's high praise. That's, I would be so honored if Tyrus told me that I made a good joke. I'd be like, fucking nailed it, baby.
As a goal when it comes to illegals, deport the worst first. Murderers and rapists and Bad Bunny. I don't even think that's in there.
Oh my God. You know what I did? You know what I did that I should... Oh. I didn't... I meant to lower the cost of the tug on it like I said I would. And classic politician. I just said I'm looking into it. I actually pulled it up here in the streamer bot and I had to change it in Stream Elements. And between those two clicks, I got distracted.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Maybe between bingos, when I get rid of this screen, I'll see if I can change it in Stream Elements.
Real name. But when the reality of the operation becomes inconvenient for the media, they whip out the statistics.
The president says agents are going after the quote, worst of the worst.
ICE.
But a new government document obtained exclusively by CBS News reveals who exactly ICE is going after, and it's not what we've been told.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Fewer than 14% of the nearly 400,000 undocumented immigrants arrested by ICE over the past year had charges or convictions for violent crimes. That means roughly 60% did have some kind of criminal charge or conviction, but again, the vast majority were not for violent offenses.
Wait a second. CBS says less than 14% of illegals arrested by ICE have a violent criminal record? Oh my, I've been living a lie. Fox News, pack your bags. Those who haven't left already. Of course, these stats are BS.
Brian Kilmeade.
It's CBS's way of redefining crime to make the problem seem much less severe than it really is. So that's Trump's immigration agenda would appear misguided, cruel, and unnecessary. Bingo! You know, like Trey Gowdy.
My handsome grandson, congratulations. Wins on the Brian Kilmeade. Wow. My handsome grandson, the chosen one. Bingo! And low significance, we get a double bingo. Holy shit, happy President's Day. Double bingo. Absolutely blessed. Blessed by the Brian Kilmeade. Quick shot. Low significance, my hands are when you're ready with your links. Link the link. Low significance, thank you. And my hands are grandson, look at you guys. Absolute pros. Absolute pros. Now, let me get these bingo cards handed out again here for the class. Sauerkraut gifted a tier 1 subscription to my handsome. Look at this Sauerkraut, like Tyrus, sitting on the couch just across from the joke explainer, handing out bonus treats to the winners. Congratulations. Thank you, Sauerkraut, for your generous subscription gift. I just need Sauerkraut in the chat to say, man, that was a good explain. Really hyped me up. Hey, that was a good explain right there. Kamala Harris, she's a drunk. She's a drunk. It was so. Okay, keeping me humble. But that's not how you get to guest host. You have to agree with everything I say. Now, 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We'll take a little scroll around the screen here. Let me find something. They hated Ron Paul. Oh, you guys remember Ron Paul? How old is Ron Paul now? He must be in his late hundreds. I remember he ran for president, and people hated him because he was way too radical. The Dodge. Is that a new coin? The DOJ, is that a new crypto coin? Rethinking Reagan. Oh, Alex Jones. Wow, that's a good guess. How Epstein embedded himself in elite academia. Yep. Pizzagate, America's darkest secret. The pizza, yes. I believe that's about Pizzagate. You know, sometimes when pizza places, they say if they don't deliver within 30 minutes, you get your money back. And sometimes they're outside that time and you don't get a refund. I believe that's the Pizzagate scandal. And it costs the American consumers like billions of dollars a year. Unrecognizable Hillary Clinton shocks the world. Yikes. Oh, look at that. She looks like Bilbo when he wants the ring and he lunges at Frodo. I make so many Lord of the Rings comparisons on this. I really should watch a different movie once in a while.
What's up, guys?
What the fuck was that? Damn. That was so cool. Isn't it? It's, oh man. It's so awesome that you can just go to an AI and type in, make a video like this, and then it does, and it's fine, and it's really good.
Photo of Bill Clinton, let's just say in a compromising situation with a Jeffrey Epstein victim. This, along with multiple photos of Bill Clinton with...
There's basically only... Bill Clinton is like the main guy of the Epstein files. It's being well documented.
Other Jeffrey Epstein victims on his lap, arms around them, hands on their thighs. They're draping Bill Clinton. They're covering Bill Clinton on the plane. He straight up told Piers Morgan, yo, there's a bunch of underage chicks on this.
Is that Kevin
there were
Spacey
a bunch
right
of
there?
underage women on
Kevin Spacey,
all
Bill
time.
Clinton.
Pizza was mentioned.
Pizza
and jerky and pizza.
Jerky and pizza.
Benny, you're insane. You're crazy. Just you and the Young Turks and Tim Dillon are the only ones talking about this.
Tim Dillon, Young Turks, Benny.
Enough said. Best
X. Scrolling.
Recently, her with her giant airbrushed avatar up there. These are the photos that were shared. Liz Crokin's like, yo, holy smokes.
Yeah, she's looking old and shitty. Great observation. If you're only the weak age. You heard it here first. 18 players for bingo. 19 players for bingo. I have a quick bingo turnaround. We're doing the bingos. Last time I went way over my allotted amount, and I had a huge internet bill because I pay for the internet by the minute. It's a special deal. I think maybe I'm gonna add a special scene in Twitch. I'm gonna have like a microphone, and I'm gonna attach it to a stethoscope. I'm gonna stick it on this wall here, so you guys can just hear my neighbor's soundtrack. And I'll just leave it on. I'll just live stream it. That's probably legal, right? It's just music the whole time. There will be no explicit sounds coming from that apartment. 20. The rats in my walls. You would definitely hear that too. Just hear loud Pink Floyd and then really loud scratching and scuttling. Yeah, I know. This is the Joke Explainer hut here in Austin. Needs better insulation. And I can't believe that there's multiple units in this hut. It's a big hut. Okay, 20. That's good enough for me. Low significance is the chosen one. Oh, he's still monologuing. I forgot. Okay, the media sucks.
He's Barber.
Tyrus is a guest.
First, let's tackle the 14% number. It sounds small, but 14% is a lot if you're dealing with a massive number to begin with. Sure, maybe Joy Behar ate only 14% of her lunch, but then you find out the lunch was this.
Wow. Yeah, she's fat. Joy Behar. We got Joy Behar's fat. Tyrus is a guest. 3 bingos in 3 seconds. Man, you guys are very lucky today. Very blessed. Is fat number 17. Joy Behar. Now, this is an interesting joke here because usually Joy Behar is the whale. But in this instance, she is eating the whale. And, you know, whales do eat other whales. Killer whales will actually eat other whales. That's actually quite surprising to imagine Joy Behar eating the ocean's apex predator. I would have gone with a more lower on the food chain porpoise, you know. But we're not here. Gutfeld's not about marine biology. It's about making fun of the view.
Fact is, out of 400,000 illegals, 14% comes to 56,000 rapists, killers, you name it. So what would you want law enforcement to do about them? I mean, at this rate,
Kill
Chris
him.
Van Allen would go broke buying so many margaritas. But the entire premise is disgusting on
Migrant
its
gangs.
face. CBS admits that 60% arrested had criminal charges or convictions. But don't worry, the majority were nonviolent, which is supposed to make you think of harmless offenses like parking tickets, jaywalking, or marrying your brother.
Hey, we got there.
But what's really classified as nonviolent? Drug trafficking, child porn,
You're
fraud,
welcome to tug on it.
DUI, human smuggling, all the awful things that make me distrust people that own vans. So harmless, right? We've all smuggled a kid once or twice in our carry-on bags. We've all driven drunk when your helicopter can't land you near Hooters. So what the CBS? What are you trying to do here? It's like you want more people to die. But it gets worse. CBS's bombshell report also claims that 40% of ICE arrestees had no criminal past. They seem to mean here in the U.S. ICE arrested this guy last week. He's an MS-13 member who shot, tortured, and murdered 5 people. But forget it, people, in El Salvador. So I guess he's nonviolent since he wasn't convicted here. You know who else didn't have a violent criminal history here? The illegals who killed Laken Riley, Rachel Moore, and Jocelyn Nungary.
No one's talking about that. No one. All the Dems want to talk about is the Epstein files, and which are just called the Bill Clinton files. And
scammers running fake daycares that haven't been prosecuted yet. But if you commit a crime outside the U.S., it doesn't count. I guess we owe Nicolas Maduro an apology. Of course, this is coming from the same media that lectures one death is too many, which is used to justify insane regulations and public health policies. Remember the pandemic? A single death is a tragedy, they would claim, well, unless it's a girl jogging on her lunch break. But in the end, this report is another effort to stop us from keeping bad people out of our country. And they do this by pretending that we're targeting peaceful illegals and that we lied when we said, do the worst first. But who's victimizing these least worst? The very same people defending them now. By resisting the goal of deporting the worst first, ICE had no choice but to use a wider net, which included all illegals. If Waltz or Fry had agreed to cooperate, then this wouldn't have ever been an issue. But that was the point. Their goal was to prevent deporting criminals, so ICE would be forced to sift through all illegals. And that would be a political win, to say, aha, they're not going after the worst after all. It's so moronic that I almost admire it. And it's done not to protect people, but to protect political power. And that allows them to say that a murderer...
Yes, the Democrats are in charge, and they want to stay in charge. Don't forget that. Because they are the deep state. It doesn't matter if the Republicans control every lever of power, because those levers are connected to a deep state controlled by pizza. And never forget.
...this felon came here looking for a better life, when in fact, it was a better knife.
Knife rhymes with life. Hey, fucking damn. That's a deep gouge, like what a knife would do. Damn. Gutfeld, he does a lot of jokes, but man, he can really convince me to believe things that are different. I hear so much stuff, and it's so important to never listen to the news and only listen to Gutfeld and X. It's just so important. Does that... I thought that was going to... Perrier. Yep. I never watch the news. Just Gutfield. Else is lying. And once I finish my killdozer, everything will make sense. Okay, February 12th. Gutfeld. This is the second to last. There was some sort of missing Gutfeld day last week. I don't know what happened. But It happened. So this is perfect. I'm entire spec. The whole crew's here.
I expected that. Good evening, everyone. So organizers at the Winter Olympics have given out 10,000 condoms to
10,000 condoms. Because they're fucking so much. Now, I wish they had let us know how many athletes are at the Olympics, because I think at this point, conservatively, there are between 700 and 800 events at the Olympics. And I assume each event has between, 400 and 500 competitors. So, 10,000 condoms might not even be that much. But let's see what he says here. It's funny. They're fucking. That's funny. Sex is a funny thing. It's a really weird and gross activity, and it always makes you giggle.
the athletes. And no surprise, most of them were grabbed by the bottom guy in the two-man luge.
Gay.
It's a great picture.
The crowd just laughing. Before, this is how, when me and Brian were at music school, this is how we got to school together. Because we went to school in Canada, even though we live in Austin. This was how we'd get to school. It was the fastest way. It was better than the bus, but man, it was gay.
Speaking of the Olympics, a Norwegian medalist tearfully admitted on camera to cheating on his girlfriend of just 6 months. Well, say goodbye to being on the Wheaties box. But hello, Tampax.
Tampons.
Yeah.
Where's the tampons? They're in here somewhere. Oh, number 63. We have a direct tampons joke. So, and is effeminate because he's crying, right? Women cry, men fight, men punch. Women cry, men fight. That's the joke here. Effeminate 16. Yeah. So, I think it's very self-explanatory. Wheaties, he won't be on the Wheaties box because men eat Wheaties because Wheaties are a very strong cereal. And men are farmers. Men grow wheat. They eat wheat and steak, right? Steak and bread are man food. And it's for guys for people that don't cry. Women cry and have tampons. That's the joke.
The French government is sending letters to 29-year-old women encouraging them to have babies.
Wow.
They're also sending letters to 39-year-olds encouraging them to have cats.
Yes, because when you're 39, it's too late for you to have life's greatest joy. So now you must have a cat and be the biggest loser of all time. Good. Excellent joke from Gutfeld here. And yes, it's important. We here on the Bachelors of Music endorse heavy breeding. You guys, all of you better be breeding hard out there because we need soldiers for the bug wars that are off-world. We can't just be depopulating here. Doesn't matter how much you got to work. I know it's expensive. I know food and shelter are very luxurious right now, but it's important for you to just ignore that. And come on. Greg says, if you're going to have kids, do it for Gutfeld. If you're on the fence and you have kids, you got to be able to tell your kids one day, well, listen, the reason I made you is because of this guy named Gutfeld. And by that point, hopefully, Greg will be president, but...
Because they're 39. All right, you don't have to love every one of them. Don Lemon has hired a former federal prosecutor to defend him in court over charges stemming from the Minnesota church invasion. Well, Don can't afford to actually pay the lawyer.
So he's gonna suck him off.
That he takes the case pro bono.
Hope that he'll take the case pro bono. So, I mean, I tried to guess it just before, right? I was trying to guess with the timing. But penis, yes. Yep, definitely. Pro bono, though. Now, obviously, we all thought, we know pro bono means you'll work for free. It also means you will work. And that comes from the celebrity Bono, who does a lot of charity work. So you work pro bono is what the phrase started out as. But we say pro bono here in America. It's a different pronunciation than in Ireland. But yes, pro bono, pro boner, very close. Again, I don't know how this transaction would work out. I just assume it means he's going to blow him, and maybe he'll give the lawyer a boner. But of course, a boner on its own, not that enjoyable. It's not really. It's kind of just the beginning. So I don't know. I think you just have to assume this is a blowjob situation. Don Lemon is gonna suck him off. So that's the joke there.
You like that one, but not the other one.
I like both.
Ozzy in Oklahoma Mastiff mix broke the Guinness World Record for longest dog tongue at 7.83 inches. Great news, Ozzy has now been adopted by this man.
I mean, I was thinking there's gonna be some Democrat who's gonna fuck this dog. I couldn't really in my head. I was thinking, who's a well-known Democrat dog fucker? I guess it's Bill Clinton, and he's a pervert in this situation. So, great stuff. Kind of bestiality, kind of a gross thing, but not too gross for the Democrats, obviously.
Fits right under the desk.
Oh.
Why?
Today.
And hey, a little bit of a pushback from the panel there. And Greg adds a little ad lib right under the desks. The joke. Now it's a funnier image. Now you're imagining Bill sitting there having a dog, I guess, fillet him under the desk. Which is, again, it's gross. It's a gross thing. But then you realize it's funny because that's totally what Democrats would do.
It's Abe Lincoln's birthday. Don't clap, he can't hear.
He's dead.
But if Abe were alive today, he'd say, "So you're telling me you can watch porn on this thing?"
Nice image.
OnlyFans model Bonnie Blue had unprotected sex with 400 men hoping to get pregnant.
Whore.
But I can relate. I had sex with 400 women hoping they wouldn't get pregnant.
Gutfeld fucks.
It's not true.
Gutfeld
A 46-foot whale washed ashore dead on Sunset Beach in Oregon.
Okay. Which member of The View? Is this going to be Rosie O'Donnell? Right? Rosie, we got a lot for Rosie. We got a lot for Rosie in the chat right now. And I think you guys have the right instinct, because maybe this is a joke about her returning from Ireland, right? She might be returning from Ireland. And so she washes up back on America's shore because she's a big fucking whale. I think we got Rosie O'Donnell. I'm going to side with the chat here. We're going all in on Rosie.
In lieu of flowers, Bobby Kennedy is asking that you send wasabi and chopsticks.
What? What? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious right now? Greg. Unnecessary attack on RFK, who's just out there trying to do a job. He's trying to get you guys drinking raw milk. And he's taking a lot of jokes from Greg about eating weird wildlife, which is just nature's way. Good God.
And finally, New York cops are getting a new weapon that can stun suspects from 45 feet away. Now, when criminals approach the police,
I don't know what this is going to be. I can't even guess.
They just show them this.
Kathy Griffin.
All right, monologue. So you've heard probably only...
All right, monologue. I do like the way he just... It's Gutfeld's such a loose show. It's got such a friendly, casual feel that he just announced... Like, I think that he reads on the prompter. I think it says monologue, and he just reads it. And I think maybe it was a mistake at first, but he's rolled it into, like, just kind of being cool. Is ugly, yes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, definitely that was the joke. 68.
Here on Fox, that the murder rate has fallen to its lowest level in 125 years.
Yeah. I wonder why that is.
The largest single-year drop in history, the biggest drop in murder since Hillary went on her honeymoon.
Hillary Clinton.
Violent crime also
Let's
down
kill
across
people.
every category in cities across the country. Now, that's neutral, raw data.
Raw data, just like raw milk. The best kind.
Make for an objective headline, you'd think. Well, here's how Axios framed it.
Oh,
Quote,
great.
crime plunges in...
Let's watch the spin.
...major cities, despite Trump's crackdown rhetoric. Despite. That one word tells you everything. They're basically arguing that crime is down despite the crime crackdown, which is like saying the Titanic sinked despite the iceberg. It makes no sense.
Got him.
But this is what you do when you cannot deny numbers that make someone you hate, like Trump, look good. So instead, you manipulate or deliberately misinterpret data to protect the narrative, which is another reason we should always thank Elon for fixing X. Because when Axios tweeted that nonsense, people called it out, and they deleted it faster than a nude photo from Geraldo.
Wow.
And yet, here's another idiot trying to deceive you when faced with numbers.
Uh-oh.
All this talk about ridding the country of violent criminals, a massive overstatement. If less than 14%, again, of the 400,000 immigrants being arrested are had charges or convictions for violent criminal offenses. What about the 14%? Such a low percentage of 400,000 people.
If your daughter gets raped by the guy that gets back out and he's one of the 14%, I don't think you're going to quibble about whether it's 14 or 64.
Mm-hmm. It is amazing.
Honestly, now this might be, a little extreme even for Gutfeld. My personal opinion is that there will be no crime if every single person is in prison. And then we slowly release people from jail on good behavior. That's kind of what do you guys think? Do you think I think that might be the solution. I think the default is jail. And then you can be released on good behavior. But I think the minute you turn 18, I think you should be arrested and put in prison. And I think that'll make I think it'll just be safer out there.
That duckface was once considered a reputable journalist. Given that now she's saying that like 50,000 plus perverts and felons is nothing to worry about. But I guess that's what happens when you work with Matt Lauer for so long.
Matt Lauer, the pervert, famous liberal pervert, liberals, coastal elites.
She also didn't mention that the remaining criminals considered nonviolent had been busted for like drunk driving, drug trafficking, and fraud, or as Spirit Airlines calls it, their customers.
Spirit Airlines budget airline.
But if that's nonviolent,
like
then it's no
Sky
wonder
bus.
they call a gun-wielding madman in a dress a girl, which brings us to the mass shooter in Canada.
Oh,
the killer
here
was
we
an
go.
18-year-old dude claiming to be a woman. The New York Times
66.
said her motive was unclear. AP noted that police had previously visited her home. People identified a woman as the shooter, and the French paper Le Monde called him a local woman. So why do they deceive us to protect murderous autogynephiliacs? Perhaps because they realize that...
What's this new medical term? Autogynephiliac?
They're complicit in enabling this madness. The media led that pro-trans bandwagon for years, so if a male teen is unstable, you'd be a damn hero to feed him hormones and send him to Sephora. It's a fact that the shooter is trans, and it's a fact in a number of recent similar grisly acts. Meanwhile, data from the U.S. federal prison system indicates that 48% of biological male inmates identifying as women were in custody for sex-related offenses, which is way higher than the 11% rate for real men and 4.7% for real women. It makes me wonder how Axios would write a headline about that. Violence increases among women despite penises.
Penises. Oh, we already checked that one off here.
No, thank you.
Get him, Greg. Get him, Greg.
Of course, those are just numbers, and when you hear numbers like that, the media screams, don't rush to conclusions. Well, fine, we won't rush to conclusions if you don't bury the facts. Again, the stats don't lie, the media does. Whether it's billions spent on the homeless as the transient population continues to explode, or that a guy with severe head trauma from a motorcycle crash is said to have died from COVID. The media sees data as the destroyer.
Yes, COVID was not lethal and didn't kill anyone. I mean, I think it's obvious at this point. I think it's obvious.
Of their absurd narrative, so they shift to stuff that defies reason. Bottom line, real stats measure outcomes. If your policy works, the numbers improve. If it doesn't, they don't. It's the same reason we keep score in sports. Unless we're watching girls play soccer, then we don't.
Women are annoying. Yeah, no, we're not watching women's soccer. I'm not watching women's sports at all because they belong in, say it with me, the kitchen. Period.
Let's welcome tonight's guest. In high school, she was voted most likely to nail a Keebler elf.
I love that. I love the Zoolander pose she does.
Of America's newsroom in the 5-Data Burrito. He looks like he might have modeled his underwear at
it's our guy.
JCPenney, comedian Jeff Dye. She went from UB40 to UB80. Host of the Kennedy Saves the World podcast, Kennedy. He's like a Werther's original. Brown and sweet, and old ladies love the way he tastes. Former NWA World Champion and Oakland podcast host.
Moving on. Guys, I can't believe we didn't get a bingo on that one. I've got lots of cards ticked off. Their final episode of Gutfeld coming up. I can't explain. Yes, I'm very confused. I didn't know a lot of those words he was talking about, but again, I don't watch enough Gutfeld. And honestly, I'm way behind on my trans research. I forget that I'm supposed to be thinking about it all the time, and that's on me, guys. That is as someone on the internet, my number one responsibility is to be talking about trans people, researching about trans people, and just constantly talk, and I neglect it. I play too many video games. Hey, wow, what we got? We got AVDSB Bingo. Congratulations. On the Myles Can't Explain. The winner, chicken dinner. And you've got your link ready to go. Love to see it. Absolutely on task. Okay, very good. Very good. Let me get these bingo cards sent out to the rest of you. Ooh, sauerkraut. Sitting on, again, from the couch, across from the joke explainer. Handed out an extra subscription. Congratulations. These bingo winners today are getting a President's Day gift from Sauerkraut. Okay, bingo cards are out on the table. You got 2 minutes to grab a bingo card. Man, that was Benny Johnson. Does Benny Johnson have epic AI videos for all of the intros to his shit? He does.
What's up, guys?
That's so okay. That's awesome. I gotta watch all that. Dude, what a smart guy. What a smart man. I gotta watch all of these now.
Marina's Super Spirit Cooking Show will be back after a short break.
Oh man, he's got little cool AI videos to start out all of his, and this guy really knows how the algorithm works, hey? Does the computer rewards you for using the computer to computer? Benny Johnson might be one of the funniest people on the internet. He might be one of the funniest people on the internet. This is awesome. Oh, that's just a never mind. We just watched that one. Come on, we're out of clips already, are we?
Now, Michael Jordan told me he had something special.
Oh, that looks so real. Look at the detail on how good this AI video is. Look at that. This is why, God, Brian's days are numbered. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that much. I'm just going to type in "make a jokes explained" into the prompt, and that's it. Massive cost cutting from guy who works for free to just ChatGPT Pro. Actually, Brian might be cheaper than AI. Never mind. We got to keep Brian as long as it's totally free. He still has the market cornered.
That's got to be a 50 by.
That's true. I also work for free. So, you know what? That's Sauerkraut says I need more mods on Discord. Sauerkraut, are you up to the job? You've donated enough subs, I think, to reach our you can wield power on Discord. We'll talk after the stream, but if you're up for the knighting ceremony to become a mod on the Discord, I tap you on each shoulder with the old smartphone. Hey? With great power comes great responsibility. There's a classic saying. I think Donald Trump said this. Some men are born great. Some men achieve greatness. And some men have greatness thrust upon them. And you know something you hear, you know what the common theme is there? Men. Because, say it with me, women are annoying. Whoa! Bingo's already starting. Flush this baby, go in the basket one more time. But yes, business advice. Business advice from the Joke Explainer and the Bachelors of Music. If you want to stay competitive in a field of AI, don't get paid. Work for free. If you work for free, they'll choose you over the AI every single time. Gutfeld, let's get the bingo done. Bingo, bingo, bongo. 20 players. Let's do it. Sauerkraut is the chosen one. Look at this. And you know, I don't choose the chosen ones. This is in God's hands, and sauerkraut being blessed, blessing us all. Cyrus is a guest.
Yes! All right. Okay, I'll let you live. It's Friday, so you know what that means. Let's welcome tonight's guest. His comedy shows are standing room only because audiences throw their chairs at him. Comedian and founder of Western Razor, David Angelo.
Western Razor.
This Minnesota Senate candidate is going from NFL sidelines to Capitol Hill, two places full of criminals. It's Michelle Tafoya. This rock and roller went from U2 to Type 2. Host of the Kennedy Saves the World podcast, Kennedy. And on Valentine's Day, women crave his dark chocolate. Former NWA World Champion, host of the Planet Tyrus podcast, Tyrus. Yes, yeah, you can't call that racist. All right, before we get to some news stories, let's do this.
Greg's Leftovers.
Nice, here we go.
All right, it's Leftovers, where I read the jokes we didn't use this week, and as always, it's my first time reading them, so if they suck, we'll strip Joe Mackey naked, send him to the Olympics to be the bottom man in the two-man luge.
The bottom man in the two-man luge. This joke was made previously on Gutfeld. So this is a callback to a previous day, because we watch all the Gutfelds in a row, which is part of the best way. You know, the reason for doing this is because if you watch all the Gutfelds in a row, you can see all the jokes are the same, and you know how to predict them, and therefore how to laugh more. Gay.
Wow. Yeah.
See you later, Sean. Best rapper ever. Bye-bye.
So the doctor who examined Jeffrey Epstein after his death says the cause of his demise should be reinvestigated.
Jeffrey Epstein. This is Hillary Clinton. Easy. Yep, Satella Disco, you got it. Hillary Clinton killed him. Easy. Easy.
And in breaking news, the doctor who examined Jeffrey Epstein after his death has been murdered.
Oh, was murdered.
I wonder if there are any suspects.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, I was scared. I didn't think he was actually gonna do it there, but he did. And that's just the joke that keeps on killing.
The Trump administration found over 3,000 unaccompanied alien children missing during the previous administration.
Children gangs. And that's what people don't understand. Child gangs are just as dangerous as adult gangs.
Plus one unaccompanied adult who wandered off at the mall.
Joe Biden is old. Holy shit, guys. We're getting a lot of them already. Sleepy Joe. He's old as hell. That's the joke. He's just old. He's got dementia. He's wandering around. So funny. Thank you, Greg.
As conflicts with Iran boil over, the USS Gerald Ford is being sent to the Middle East to join the USS Lincoln. And the USS Obama will be joining shortly once it's packed with seamen.
Wow. Hey, that's a joke. Hey, and that's a cum. That's 10. That's a straight up cum. Because the medical term for semen is cum. Yeah, and the joke is that Obama's gay. Obama just wants to get filled with semen, and you could tell during the presidency. You guys remember when he was, because he has on camera, he has cried. We all saw it. He cried on camera, which is just so gay. Oh man, great jokes from Greg. Thank you for reminding us of that.
Scientists reveal
Obama,
that human
yes.
brains may have consciousness for up to an hour after they're clinically dead and may be able to.
This is Joe Biden. This is Joe Biden. Clinically dead means Joe Biden.
Hear you, which means when someone dies, wait an hour before you bang their wife.
Oh, never mind. Hunter Biden. Wow. Did Hunter Biden bang someone's wife? Someone's widow?
Wow. This May in Palm Springs, organizers will attempt to set a world record by gathering 500 Marilyn Monroe lookalikes.
Okay. What is this joke going to be about? Bill Clinton. Gordo, you've got good instinct here. I think this is going to be someone's a pervert. Kathy Griffin again is also a very good guess. Yeah, and RFK, Ivan Top Gun because of JFK. RFK. Oh man. This is really tough. This could go anywhere. We haven't had a lot of Marilyn Monroe jokes.
And because she's been dead for 63 years, here's the favorite to win.
Wow. Man, that's a tough. Okay, I'm going to do my best here. I'm going to do my best to explain this one. This is tough because the setup for the joke is that there's going to be a large Marilyn Monroe lookalike competition. And the joke is that Nancy Pelosi looks the most like Marilyn Monroe because she looks like a corpse that has been dead for 63 years. So it's a more literal interpretation of it. I mean, I guess it's funny. I guess it's funny when you think about it like that. And, when a joke is unexpected, sometimes it can be funny as well. Obviously, I prefer when I know what the joke's going to be, though. So, okay, it's still very funny. So we're laughing.
Nice job. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Greg loves it.
So proud. Palestinian activist is demanding that dogs be banned indoors because they're un-Islamic.
Where are these activists and can they be deported, please? Indoor pets, dogs, The View. Oh no, that means the whole View would be banned. Please, this has got to be The View.
The View opposes this because they don't want to tape outside.
And there, you are welcome to tug on it. Perfection. Word for word. The View doesn't like this because they'd have to be outside. Fucking, that feels good.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Thank you, sauerkraut. Yes. You are welcome to that was perfect.
Speaking of The View, Alyssa Farah Griffin gave birth to a baby boy.
Oh, is this lady a Democrat or is this a Democrat or a Republican baby? I need to know before I give the cute cooing sound.
And her co-hosts are so excited they can't wait to eat them.
Oh, get in my belly. That's a fat bastard joke. Oh, I'm gonna eat you, baby. I'm gonna eat you, baby. Get in my belly. That's what the women on The View sound like. Is fat. Eating babies, Dems, demons. Dems eat babies, guys. I mean, we know this. We know this is true. I'll just say coastal elites on that one because that's a classic coastal elite behavior.
I meant meet him. No, I didn't. Claiming that she's no longer canceled, Kathy Griffin says audiences are now welcoming her back.
Wow.
But fans explains that's because they don't want to see her front.
That's a clever wordplay joke. They're welcoming her back. And in this sense, he's instead of thinking her back to the show, he's thinking her literal back. Like the back of her. They don't want to see her front because she's ugly. She's so ugly.
I know. Saturday is Valentine's Day. President Trump sent Rosie O'Donnell a dozen long stem vibrators.
Wow. Rosie O'Donnell. Getting it on Valentine's Day. Sent her some vibrators. Does that mean you're a whore? Let's say yes. I'm going to be generous here. Very nice of him. But also Rosie, forever alone, forever fat and ugly. Too bad. Very funny.
Bill Clinton plans to spend Valentine's Day the same way he does every year, looking for an escort
Bingo!
service that will honor his AARP card.
Satalo Disco with the bingo. Congratulations, Satalo Disco. Claiming what is the final bingo. Congratulations. Yeah, man, I was about to click off. I was about to select is a pervert, and we already have is a whore. Okay, Satalo Disco. Declaring you the winner of the final bingo of the day. Thank you everybody for playing before we get to the viewer videos. That is it. Satalo Disco, where's your link? There you are. Oh, I'd like to donate mine to make up for last week's controversy. DJ Chemis claims it. Okay. Satalo Disco has been so repentant for his subterfuge last week. And I would like to, I accept your apology. And you're totally welcome to link next time, but I appreciate the guilt. I appreciate guilt. Satalo Disco is from the UK, I believe, and guilt is sort of a way of life in the UK. So I totally understand that, you've been losing a lot of sleep, but I am not offended. You're a longtime viewer, longtime chatter, and multiple bingo champion. I can't stay mad at Satalo Disco. But yes, guilt. A lot of people don't know that in the UK, guilt is like 6 billion euros, 6 billion pounds a year is the guilt economy in the UK. So it's very powerful over there. A lot of people don't know that. Now let's finish off the Gutfeld because there's still some great jokes in this monologue, and then we'll get to the viewer videos here.
It's got a little hole punch on that thing. And on the card.
Little penis joke. Little penis joke. Making a joke saying that Bill Clinton has a hole puncher on his penis, or maybe that his penis is a hole puncher. Maybe that's a. Oh, is that a tiny penis joke? That's very good, Greg. Just on fire on the Friday.
It's called a loyalty penis. All right. Didn't work. It didn't work. RFK Jr. said he's not scared of germs because he used to snort coke off toilet seats. Yeah, tell me about it. He wouldn't even wait till I got off the seat. At least 9 ex-Biden officials running for office are not even mentioning that they once worked for him. And those were his pallbearers.
Joe Biden is old. He's dead.
People were called to a
Classic
home
joke.
after
Very
two
funny.
siblings argued over who ate the last sticky bun. To settle the dispute, authorities called in the premier expert on
JB
sticky
Pritzker?
buns.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I thought this was going to be a fat guy joke, but he takes it in a much grosser direction. Sticky buns. Of course, this joke is instead of the classic dessert. Sticky buns in this case means a ass that is sticky, because I assume it's covered in jism. Very good.
Wow. University of Maryland researchers say some people may fart as many as 59 times a day.
Not this guy.
Is that Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah. Safety experts point to the study as another reason to avoid smoking near Chris Christie.
Chris Christie, hey. Haven't seen that
The
guy in a
CEO
while.
of Chipotle wants more customers who make over $100,000 a year. Well, step one, change the name to Chipotle and Sluts.
Okay. Sluts are funny.
And finally, today is
laughing.
Friday the 13th. When you have bad luck for a single day, it's called Friday the 13th. When you have bad luck every day, it's called being Brian Kilmeade.
Brian Kilmeade. Oh, what a great... Is that the closing joke?
Unnecessary. But some of the best things in life are unnecessary. Anyway,
okay, now he's off to his political rant, which we do love, but... and it has jokes, but it's not usually as funny as when he says, Brian Kilmeade has a lot of bad luck. Right? So Don Lemon, covered in cum. Brian Kilmeade has a lot of bad luck. Thank you, Specs. Okay, let's get to it. Viewer videos. Make this full screen if I can here. Okay, looks like this is from the Roseanne Barr channel, so already looking promising. See if I can explain this.
Rothschild conspiracy theories, because like they were a very secretive family. There's a lot of conspiracy theories all throughout history about them. Are you reading the primary sources? Like, do you speak the original language of those texts? Do you really think you know what was going on?
Right.
Like, so I always try to be a little
Well, I do think they're
skeptical
trying
about
to
it.
get themselves on the throne of England.
The Rothschilds trying to get themselves on the throne. Very possible. Very possible when you think about the amount of pizza that they probably control in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Rothschilds or the Masons?
Both.
Yep.
It's a power struggle.
Exactly.
It's territory.
And the Masons, the Masons are the Freemasons. You know how if someone's a Freemason? They have mason jars at their house. So I always check whenever I go to someone's home. I do a little investigation. Do they have mason jars? And if they do, I know it's time to be on alert.
Words,
because they might be after the throne of England.
Mafia.
Yeah.
Everything.
Because
is
they
mafia
want
territory.
Jerusalem. That's the bottom line in all of it.
too.
Yeah, and do you think that there's?
all do.
I mean, I think you would probably say yes. That there's a.
We all do. I mean, the number one. Why do we get up in the morning? Jerusalem.
Actual spiritual, like metaphysical reason why Jerusalem.
Clearly.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
I think it's
what's
crazy
under
to
that dome.
think anything else.
Yep.
Why would there be wars for thousands of years over this fucking rock?
Pretty interesting.
Pretty
interesting.
Well, I know why, because the real deal's down there.
The real
The
deal.
alien spaceship with the DNA?
No, that's in Antarctica.
Yeah,
Roseanne
but it
Barr
is funny.
podcast.
Hey, a lot of ground covered in this clip. How long was this clip? Less than 1 minute. We got the Rothschilds, the Freemasons, the throne of England, Jerusalem, what's under the dome, aliens in Antarctica. Guys, that's one conspiracy theory every 10 seconds. That is probably a record. That is good content. They're not fucking around. You know, a lot of podcasts, they'll dwell on one conspiracy for a long time. But Roseanne knows what's up. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this look Chris Tucker and Charlie Sheen. Beloved comedians from the past.
I want some answers.
Hey, man, me and guy just down here checking out some fly rides and macking some holes and chilling.
Imagine that. It's like a G-dog on a fly tip, flossing with the pussy, cutting in the crib. What the fuck does that mean?
Hey, man, I don't want to beat your ass, but I will beat your ass.
Okay, this is the classic comedy duo, white guy, black guy. That is an essential part of American comedy. And Charlie Sheen does Charlie Sheen does his best Tom Segura voice here. Yes, Gordo, exactly. Best Tom Segura voice you can summon. Yes. So Teledisco says this is what Myles and Brian sound like off air. You know, our relationship is very similar to Chris Tucker, Charlie Sheen. Who do you think is who? Who do you think is who? It's a real question. I don't have to explain why that's funny. Charlie Sheen is mimicking Chris Tucker. Mimicry is the sincerest form of flattery.
Hey, dude, can I have some change?
Hell no, dude. I see you on this fucking corner every fucking day. You think I'm gonna give you some fucking money? Fuck you, you fucking dumpster baby. All right, fuck you.
Wow.
I just want some food. Hey, let me have a little bit of change.
Let's see. Ooh, I do have some. All right.
Cool, appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, homeless people are always hanging out in front of green screens. You know, every time before we film an episode of Jokes Explained, there's usually a couple homeless people sleeping in front of it. And they love green screens.
Hey, man. I got you a sack of fudge there, dude. You enjoy that shit, bro. Good shit.
Fudge.
Tight. I like fudge. I don't know what kind of fudge this is. Nice.
Who's your fantasy quarterback, Jack?
Not
Cam
his
Newton.
dad. Cam Newton.
Corn Pop won't stop.
Not his
Having a
dad.
good game.
Good pick.
Thank you for the kiss. We're about to get to the punchline of this video. I think this homeless man just ate some poo.
Damn, man, this isn't fudge. Oh man, shit.
Hey, that's funny. Okay, so fudge and poo look very similar, and it's a classic prank. And he does it to a homeless guy, so no one was harmed, right? It's just if you don't have a certain amount of assets, you know, it's hard to imagine there are any consequences to feeding you feces. Kindness, take heart. So, and also, yeah, the video here is obviously not a kind thing to do. So the end screen is an opposite. This is a little bit of opposite comedy, a little bit of prop comedy because we've got the poop in the bag. And of course, you know, these are all actors creating this situation. So no one was harmed. No one ate poo. That might have actually been fudge. Just as a medical note, if your poo looks like fudge, if it's a very dark color, I think that's a good thing. Maybe not too dark. But again, monitor your stools. Oh, wow, we got Pauly Shore. Pauly Shore here. Heir to the Comedy Store.
You know what's fucked up? It's been so long since I started films. There's a whole generation out there that doesn't know the genius of fucking...
Holy shit, there's wind. There's wind. He is outside. This is outside comedy. That's tough.
Pauly Shore. It's fucking sad. I bet you told your kids you're coming to see Pauly tonight. They're like, oh my God, Pauly D? No.
Pauly D. Pauly D is a famous comedian from Jersey Shore. There's a show in America called Jersey Shore where a camera crew followed around a bunch of alcoholics and filmed them try to fuck each other and people around them. And it was hugely popular for a long time. So this might have been a bit older.
Honey, Pauly Shore, the guy that made MTV, not the guy that fucked up MTV. I wasn't on MTV when they fucking played music videos. You guys remember Daytona Beach back in the fucking 90s?
We were there.
A lot of you guys are still fucking hungover from that fucking shit, dude. Holy fuck. But I go out in public, some people know me, some people don't know me. You know, it's fucking funny. If you know me, they're like, oh, there's the wheeze. That's the wheeze. If you don't know me, they're like, fuck, he's got epilepsy. Like, what are you talking about, bro? The kids, they don't know me. A lot of your kids, they don't know me. You know, I went to Starbucks, ordered a coffee the other day. A little millennial was behind the counter. I ordered a coffee. She's like, what's your name, sir?
A little bit of, is that a little woman voice? Or is that just a millennial voice? Both are annoying.
I was like, bitch, you better recognize. You better recognize, bitch. So I did the scene out of a Goofy movie. You guys remember I did the Goofy movie a long time ago? Yeah. Maybe she saw it as a kid. I was like, leaning tower of cheese, sir? And she's like, sir, step away from the counter, please. And the manager, she's laughing at the whole thing. Because she knew I was, because she's in her 60s. Oh, darling, don't worry about a thing. That's Pauly Shore, darling. He's just doing his thing. I don't give a fuck who it is. He's freaking me the fuck out.
Okay. And it looks like it ends there. Great jokes from Pauly Shore. So this is very relatable to me, you know, because, you know, obviously I'm a very famous guy. And when I'm at a coffee shop and there's an annoying millennial, you know, and they don't recognize me, I get a little offended. You know, I'll start being like, they'll be like, can we get a name? And I'm just like, best comedian working today. And I'll look them right in the eyes, right? Or maybe I'll do one of my famous thumbnail faces. I'll be like, and they still, sometimes they don't recognize me. And then I'll be like, you know, I'll have the pause button sound on my phone. And I'll be like, click, click. And I'll be like, it's funny because she doesn't know my name. But you know, I'll do this for as long as I need to. But it's very annoying. So this is very relatable humor from Pauly Shore here. The goof, you know, starts listing movies. I'll list episodes of Jokes Explained. I'll be like, have you seen the Brian Callen one? David Lucas. Skibbity Toilet. Underwatched, in my opinion. Oh my God, this is a great, I won't say thumbnail, but I can already tell this is going to be a very funny and informative video. Does he look a bit tired? I don't think he's tired. I think he's just starting to hit his stride. But he's been commenting for a long time.
Alrighty, folks. In the spirit of Zohran Mamdani being the new mayor-elect of New York, which is a very, very depressing reality, we're now going to examine some
Zohran
TikTokers
Mamdani.
and see what they have to say about the advent of radical pro-jihadist socialism.
If you encounter
Radical pro-jihadist socialism. Great way of summarizing Zoran for sure. So are these going to be? I think this is going to be TikTokers dunking on Zoran, which is going to be great because if there's anyone's opinions that I trust, it's TikTokers from their bedroom. I've said this before. Experts, super sad, super boring people, really unrelatable. I see someone in a bedroom, in a car. I'm like, that's me. And I listen to me because I'm the smartest person in the world. So here we've got this lady that's about to dunk. So I'm going to react to Ben Shapiro reacting to TikTokers reacting. This is a triple layer react. So you guys are in for a real treat here.
somebody who tries to tell you he's a socialist, like let's say your boomer parents.
Shut up. Get out.
Mamdani is not a socialist. He's a democratic socialist. Okay.
Oh no.
Nice.
And you know what else is democratic socialist countries? Norway. Sweden.
Oh, okay. So this is TikToker. It's obviously pro Mamdani. And so Ben is going to destroy this TikToker. Which is good because, I only trust experts. I only trust guys like Ben Shapiro who are experts in the field of things. I don't want to trust any TikToker.
Now I'm going to do this shit again. Norway is a capitalist country with a welfare structure and a gigantic oil fund. Sweden is a capitalist country with a welfare structure.
What democratic socialism?
A welfare structure. Right? So that's not socialism to have a welfare structure.
Believes in is still capitalism, but it is also like a really good safety net for
No. Zoran Mamdani literally.
Whoa. What did the Bachelors of Music just do? Oh, they created a clip. What is that though? You confused the bot. Careful. Don't confuse the bot.
He said he does not like capitalism.
Do you like capitalism?
No, I have many critiques of capitalism.
And that should be enough to get this guy killed. Or not killed, sorry, but like removed from office and then removed from, life. Ideally. CIA, hope you're watching. Because we can't, if someone critiques capitalism, even once, that's a slippery slope. That's the thing. People don't understand. People cannot be exposed to socialism because it is so delicious and it is so tempting. As soon as you have a little bit of socialism start, it spreads like a virus. People can't even, and they just go crazy. They get so crazed. Kevin Banner says, killed? No, I didn't say killed. But that's what happens. You can't. This is why America, whenever there's the thought of communism, those thoughts get hit by a lot of Tomahawk missiles because it just takes one little spark, and people aren't smart enough to resist it. Once people start getting a lot of food and housing, they really just want it all the time, and you can't let that happen. Norway and Sweden are capitalist countries with oil funds and a welfare structure. They're not socialist. Okay? You go to Norway, Sweden, it's still dog eat dog out there. There's still homeless people that you can feed poo to if you want. That's the bottom line. Guys, I think that was our final viewer video. Those were great viewer videos. Honestly, they were funny. They were nice and short, which I appreciate. We got Ben Shapiro in there. We got Roseanne Barr outlining 6 conspiracy theories in 60 seconds, which I think is a record. I wonder if I can do the same thing. Start the timer. How many conspiracy theories can I rattle off here? I'll just go Freemasons, Templars. I'm just going to say Jerusalem. just the city itself, because I've never been there, so I'm not really sure it exists. Bill Clinton, the Clinton Foundation, Pizzagate, the Kennedy assassination. Is he still alive? Nobody knows. Hitler, alive or dead? Nobody knows. Osama bin Laden, I've never seen the body. Jeffrey Epstein, I've never seen the body either. The moon landing, okay, sure, pretty grainy footage. Doesn't look very good to me. Might have been done in a movie studio, I'm going to say. Moon landing, probably not real. What else we got? Bigfoot, never seen him, but I've heard recordings of him. History Channel, I've seen a lot of ancient aliens. Pyramids, who built them? Where are they? I've never been to the pyramids. Are the pyramids even real? Are the pyramids even pyramid shaped, or are they flat? Are they, the world, is the world flat? The world's flat. Pyramids aren't real. Pyramids, if they are real, were built by aliens. We're going to get to 16. Dodonga Manoof. Thank you. I'm trying to do my best here. God, you guys are going to get... Ugh. Yeah, that would actually be a good clip. I think we'd get a lot of SEO recommendation if I just list conspiracy theories for 60 seconds. We have to throw that up on YouTube Shorts, and we'll be tippity top of the recommendation mountain. And that's a one-way ticket to Joe Rogan. And I just have to pick one of those, and I can talk about it with Joe for 4 or 5 hours. I would love to get to the bottom of Lasagna Gate. A lot of people don't know. People think there's a pizza. Pizzagate's the big one. It's all based on by weight. Lasagna by weight, I think, is a bigger dish by weight. Pizzas are they're wide, but a lasagna has layers. You feel me? You feel me? Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching today. This has been Gutfeld Monday. I'll be back with Jokes Explained on Friday. Happy President's Day. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We've got more episodes of Jokes Explained coming out. Some of you can see Brian is currently editing right now. Sauerkraut, I'll confer with Brian about making you an official mod. If you do, we'll get all your paperwork. We do a pretty extensive background check to make sure you are an extremist before we make you a mod. So I hope you've got all that settled and ready to go. Guys, see you on Friday. Thanks for watching. God bless. And in the Olympics, go Austin. Go Texas. Bye-bye.